Yes, sir. It's your trade of the day, and today brought to you by, like every day, Day Trade the World. Make sure you scan that little QR code in the bottom and start your journey with Day Trade the World today. Okay, look, this is going to be very, very simple. We can get this over with real quick, right? It was written on here. Let me go over this way so I can show you. This goes out every day, 8:30, 8:30, something like that. It's my sticky note. Right on here, Shopify 30, short sell. Looks like it wants to break. I mean, I'll talk about that in a second. Been here, hovering around here for months. This $30 level. If it breaks, it's see you later. So look at this. This is the daily here on Shopify. Obviously, we've split weeks ago, a month ago, and now look at this very bottom at 30 bucks. So we just kept bouncing its head against there over and over again. Call up any daily chart and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Then we had the NASDAQ starting to pull down again this morning. Started with an up NASDAQ day, and so Shopify started to creep up a little bit here. But there's 30, we highlight it, there's the line, and this was actually a stop order that I put in right as soon as I sat down today. I did the research over the weekend, in between researching some fantasy picks. We figured this out, we got that 30 short, we put it in. So as soon as the market opened, there was an absolute collapse of the stock, and that's just triggered in. Most of the trading I do getting into positions is going to be with a stop order. So we set our stop. If you break below 30, sell. And that's exactly what we did. We actually wind up putting on a big position. And then our first outs don't actually start to happen until about the 60s. So we actually let this thing go. It actually breaks, and I remember doing this because I was talking with Luca. It actually breaks and then goes above. It goes back to about 30, 20 or something like that. And it's a little bit against me. And I'm like, yeah, maybe this is wrong, but it's in the first minute. Then it just absolutely falls down. And then we just start cashing out. Why? Because some of those bottoms, there is actually little bottom wicks down here to like 29.85, things like that. But remember, this is before the split, right? So the prices aren't exactly accurate to the penny, but then it comes all the way back down there. And then we just start getting out, man. Like we're getting out 29.20s, 29.30s. This is the style that I trade. Try to hold something out for that dream, but then basically comes back down. We start getting out the very bottoms. We don't get out there. As we break back above and the momentum changes in the market, we're able to see that. We actually take longs when this starts to happen, but not in Shopify. And we get our last piece out right there at 29.40, creating a huge win for us early. Sometimes it only takes one trade and you make your day and that's it. And this one could have definitely been that, about as easy it was off the sticky note and off that 30. And then look at this. I just wanted to review this one more time just so you could see the way that I trade, right? And that was this. Once it came back up, broke 30, bounced back down, broke back up again, then started to come back down through 30. I tried the short one more time. I tried it short at 30. It didn't work. It only went down about like 10 cents for us. We were like, no, thank you. And then look where we get out, 30.15. So we take about a 15-cent hit right back there to some of those pre-market bottoms. So the hit that we take on probably about a third, I think it was about a third of the shares, maybe half the shares on that play, 15 cents. Our first out is 40 cents. So that's kind of the risk to reward that you have to have, especially off the open, because when you're right, and we'll see this with AMD later, when you're right, it definitely pays off to hold a little bit. But then in the middle of the day, you don't want to get chopped up and have it go against you. You can see right now, look how choppy that is, right? Even if I was still in that short, I'd have to hold it 40 cents against me. What's the most it would have paid off so far? 20? So yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Take your risk and reward off the open and hit those bangers with us every day here at Trader TV Live.